Hello and welcome back to MLB The Show 18 and the Jason Parham Road to the Show. I'm Tyrant Saber. Last time out, Jason put up a pretty good showing against the Tampa Bay Rays at home. Allowed one unearned run on 8 hits, but collected a loss due to a absolute vacuum of the Boston bats. It is what it is. Let's carry on. So, next showing, after our bullpen day, what do we got? Cut velocity, always fun. Slider control, probably ought to start working on that considering where it's at. 12.6 velocity and control cap. We got plenty of room on those. I'm not feeling too bad about that. Batting practice. Much as fun as it would be to take batting practice with Yasiel Puig, I'm not thinking that's going to be too much help for me. Velocity cap, again, not too worried about it. Pitching clutch, perhaps, but no, let's work on this slider, try to get that control up a little bit.
Good job.
Because Jason's slider is probably the pitch that I feel the worst about.
A manager checks in with his ball club.
Yes, fundamentals. Fundamental baseball. Yeah, I'm with you, Chris Sale. This is a silly thing. Okay, looks like Jason will be taking the field against Kansas City Royals in Fenway. Now, Jason has not played the Royals all that much. He has a grand total of 1 appearance against them, a 1-0 record, a 2.35 ERA, and a 4.08 WOBA. So, clearly they've got some good hits off him in his 1 appearance against him, but hasn't had the kind of, apparently our offense was popping that day, so we got the better of him. So let's get out here, see if we can't keep him down a little bit more than we did before. Go out there and get it.
From the oldest park in baseball, MLB The Show comes your way from Fenway Park in Boston. Today, the 3rd and final game in this 3-game series between the Kansas City Royals and the Boston Red Sox. The Royals will try to wrap up the 3-game series sweep, and we'll have it for you next. Jason Parham gets the ball for the Red Sox in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy has really struggled coming into this game, right? The league is hitting just under 300 against this guy, and that's something he really needs to improve on. And it'll be interesting to see if that trend continues in this start here.
At the plate, Akinori Inaba. He will lead this one off today.
That is an absolutely correct stat that they said. Jason is now allowing a 295 batting average against, and something like a 360 BABIP. So people are getting the better of him at the plate, but just on the strength of BABIP, I'm confident in saying that it can't last forever. People are just kind of getting lucky off him.
On fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Hey, thanks, Matty. You know what, D-Row? Nothing you'd like more
2 balls
than to
to begin the at-bat here in Fenway.
They'd like to win this one to get themselves on an airplane onto a long road trip on a positive note.
You know this, Dan, as well.
Swing and a miss on that 2-seamer down. Looked like he had okay timing, but the game says he was early, so I'm not going to argue.
Win this ball game and get on a happy flight.
So, curveball. Swing and a miss on the curveball.
Oh, he's got that beautiful 12-6 curveball, doesn't he? It's part of what makes him as good as he is, and he has a lot of confidence in it. So, he'll even throw it behind an account.
Change up inside. That was not inside, but that was right at Rafael Devers.
And there's one
and that's the first out.
A chance now for a look at the Royals starting lineup. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
This team does it a little bit different, Matty. They're not going to drive the ball out of the ballpark. They are dead last in home runs. Usually a bad sign. But they can score in a variety of different ways. They got guys with great approaches, and they try and move and manufacture runs as well as they can. Be on the lookout for the little things today.
Come on, baby, get your pitch up there.
Set to get his day started, Juan Robles. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Takes the changeup outside. Kind of hung, but
there are our umpires
first
for this
pitch
one.
is okay.
Working balls and strikes
Calls
will
for
be
a cutter
Mr.
inside.
Parker.
Hey, not a very big strike zone, but a strike zone that kind of moves around a little bit too much for my liking.
Twitches at it,
Dan,
but does not swing. That's the
report
first
with
ball.
Darryl. I'll tell you what, you're going to know in the first 2 innings where he's going to be.
Driven down the left
Sprays
field line.
off that 2-seamer, but he's late on it.
Just
down
foul at
the
very
third
last
base
moment.
line, and
So
that would have
close
been
to
a double
extra
probably
bases.
if it had stayed fair.
1 and
Let's
2,
try to change
here it
our
comes.
curveball outside.
Hard ground
Sprayed
ball
off
to third.
again towards Rafael Devers
Throw
at
in
third.
time at
And
first
that's
for
out
route
number 2. Now, unfortunately, we're starting to get into the part of the career
So
mode,
next to
let's
the
say,
plate for the
where
Royals, Rico
everybody's
Guillen.
name
Couple
starts
of
to
hits
kind
for
of
him
be
and 4
familiar,
trips
or
to
at the
the plate last
very
night.
least, we're starting to see the regens pop up with similar names to players we've already seen. So I'm having to
First
take a look
pitch
back at
on
some of
its
my
way.
older footage and find out for
He
sure.
sends it the other way toward
It's a
right
nice
center.
little pop fly out to right
He
field
leaps,
that
but he
gets
can't
missed
get
out
it.
there.
It's down for extra bases.
Not sure who that is
That'll
out
get
there,
into
but that's a
scoring
nice little
position
double
with
out
2
there
away.
in right field.
Nice hit.
Wow, throw a tent over it and bring out the clowns. Look like a 3-ring circus out there. One outfielder mistimes his jump and the ball gets past him. His buddy has to back him up and get the ball in. A
Yeah.
good thing, too. Otherwise, it could have been
Yasiel
a triple
Puig
or
out
even
there,
an
of
inside
course,
the
in
park.
right field. Missing the catch out
Stepping
there.
up now, Salvador Perez.
So that's a nice little
And
double
he'll be
for
looking
Rico
to
Guillen.
change his fortunes in this one. He's seen his numbers take a bit of a dive in recent action. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Oof,
Fastball
good
here as
spot
we'll
on
take
that
a look at
two-seamer at
ball
96, but
1-0.
no joy from the
These are
umpire.
the moments you can't relax. You never know when you're going to be able to score a few runs off a great pitcher. Here's
Swing and a
the
miss on
spot
that
right
slider
here
down,
early.
on the other hand,
Have
and that
to find
brings
a
it back
way. You're
even to
happy with
1-1.
But if someone can catch a gap, this game could get out of hand pretty quick.
The 1-1.
Nice little pop-up right there to Rafael Devers, who's
Devers
made all
has a
3
play.
outs this inning. Fingers crossed.
And the inning is over.
And that'll end the inning.
Danger averted following the 2-out double. Bottom of the first, straight ahead. We are scoreless on the show. Digging in the switch hitter, Ramon Torres. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home.
Okay, Boston gets nothing in their first half, or their bottom of the first, so it's still nothing going into the second.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that one just
Little
missed
twitch there
outside.
from the guy at the
Well, it's
plate,
been a
but
lopsided
nothing
series
doing.
so far, with the Royals dominating to this point and taking aim at a series sweep in this contest.
One of the toughest things to do at this
Nothing
level
on that
is
slider
to win on
either,
the road.
so now it's
With the
2-0.
win today, this would be a sweep of a road series.
And on one hand, they can be happy they've got their ace on the mound for them in this sweep game, but on the other hand, they're tasked with facing an ace themselves.
It sure is. This is one of those games where you flip a coin, heads or tails. 2 terrific starting pitchers, both teams firing their bullets. Their ace is going today. This should be a good one.
Well, going into the season, I would have said that Red Sox had the edge in that matter, considering they've got a 2-time Cy Young winner in Jason Parham at the mound. But with the way he's been performing so far this season, I'm not sure that I feel so confident about that anymore. So let's try a little change up.
Swing and a
Sprays it
liner.
off into right
Gets
field.
down, and he's got himself
And that'll
a
be
base hit.
a single for Ramon Torres to put him on base to start the second with no one away.
Striding in, Clayton Negri comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. Here's the first pitch to him. Ground ball
Bouncer
to second.
over
This
there
could
to second.
be 2.
Tony Kemp
Got it
over to
second for
Adam
1. On to
Frazier.
first, not in time as the umpire
And
was
that'll
right
be
there to
a
make the
fielder's
call.
choice, if not a double play. So we trade men at first base and get an out of the deal. I'm okay with that.
Into the box now, Kirby Harrington. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
And this dude is apparently mashing pretty good so far this season.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And there's a
12-6
pitch that
off the
just
corner,
misses
gets
the
nothing in
inside
first
corner.
ball.
Hit on the ground for
that
the
one
left.
gets out into left field. And again, men on first and second with only one out.
Hitting a base pass first and second with one out. I know you're looking for a double play ball, Dan.
No question about it. I think one of the things you like to do on a pitcher is try to jump on him early before he gets settled in. So far, so good. First and second, looks like a big inning could be brewing.
Left fielder.
Let's try to avoid that big inning, shall we? Cutter down, gets no swing, and that's strike one.
It's 0-1. The average right at 280 coming in. 3 homers, 13 RBIs. Hit down the line.
Sprayed off early.
This will wind up a
late,
foul ball, strike 2.
You'd think I'd be able to get that straight, considering the two are exactly opposite to each other.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch.
Change up inside, gets him swinging, and that's out number 2.
And he's down on strikes for the second out.
That has to make you feel really good as a pitcher, right? You're making pitches all around the zone, and then you bring that one inside. You can't do anything with it. What does it do? It just locks you up inside. You have no chance to put the ball in play.
Batting ninth. Second base.
Standing in now, Akira Saito. And
Okay.
he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Twos all over the place.
Cutter
2 on,
high,
2
gets
out,
a no
and of
swing
course, here in inning
for the
number
first
2.
pitch.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch.
Curveball on the inside, just catches the zone, and that's strike number 2.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so
Call is
now
now
we'll
for
see if he
cutter
can
outside.
change
I
his
like the
approach
call,
and
so let's
battle
do
up.
it.
Here's the 0-2. And
Swing and a
the inning
miss,
goes away in
and that'll send him down and
unceremonious
keep the
fashion on a
scoreboard
swing and a
0.
miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Digging in for his second at-bat, Akinori Inaba 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Okay, so still nothing on the scoreboard after 2 innings.
Third
Try
baseman in tight,
curveball to start
protecting the
things
bunt,
off.
the first pitch.
No swing,
Breaking ball
and then
taken
get
at
me
the
over
knees for
curveballs,
strike
gets the
1.
first strike. Tried 2-seamer on the inside corner.
Popped him up.
Sprayed off over to
Vogelbach
first base,
in
and
foul ground.
Dan Vogelbach's there to pull it
Play
in
one
for the
away.
first out.
Striding in once again, Juan Robles. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here comes
Okay,
the
first
pitch.
call is a changeup first pitch, no swing. On one on the outside corner, so ball 1. Obviously,
Third
with
inning, no
so
score
little
to this
to
point.
go off of in terms of track record with these Royals, I can't really say as to how well or poorly Jason has done against him in the past. If I were smart, I would have gone back and looked at their actual on-field
1-0.
performance before the game, but that's mostly something I do in
Finds
post,
the zone,
so
strike 1.
it's just something I'm going to have to either cut in or just ramble on about because I'm an idiot. 1-1 count, calls for 2-seamer high outside corner. I like it.
The
So we'll give
1-1
it a try.
is looked at
Right
off
on the
plate
black
for
at
a ball.
95, but no swing. Same spot, a little more inside. Give it a try, maybe a better pitch.
2-2 now.
That'll be 2-2.
Bases are empty, 1 man out.
Same spot, same pitch. I don't know that I like that much, so let's try something else instead. Let's put that curveball low outside corner with some showtime and see if we can't get him swinging and missing on one. Swing and a miss,
That's
in
strike
fact.
3.
Juan Robles goes down on strikes, and that'll be 2
Yes,
away.
they say there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Calls for a slider first pitch.
The designated hitter, Rico Guillen.
Stepping
Give it
in
a
now,
try, I suppose.
Rico Guillen, as he'll take a look.
Just
at ball
missed the
1.
zone low,
1 for
so
1
for ball
as he
1.
reached base with a double his first time up.
Now high fastball is the call.
The 1-0.
Once again, I forgot to grab my customary
Looked at for the first
lineup
strike.
card
Makes
before
a
the
lot of great
game, so I'm
contact against
having to guess
left-handed
who's
pitching,
behind the
perhaps
plate.
one of the best in the game in that
Guessing
regard,
it's
but he
not,
does have his warts against right-handers at times. Just not as proficient at putting the ball in play when it's
Swing and a
coming
miss
from
on that two-seamer up.
Oh, straightened him up.
Looks
there
like
on that
that is
fastball. It's 1
Andrew
and 2
Knapp
now.
behind the plate today.
2 out, nobody on.
Hey, let's go now. One time.
They must be giving Blake Swihart the day off.
Now a
Sprayed
ball
off
hit hard toward
into right
first.
field, and
That's
Randy
another base
Guillen,
hit.
or excuse me,
He's 2
Rico
for 2.
Guillen,
The
gets
throw into
another,
second.
looks like a double.
And the gamble will work out. He's in at second base
So
with
he
a 2-out
busts
double.
he busts ass down to second base, and he gets in with a double.
The opposite field double as he
So with
moves
2
into
men
double
on in the
digits now as we
top
check
of the
out
third,
team leaderboard. That
we
is
got a man
10
on
for him
second.
here on the campaign.
Salvador Perez.
First
So
delivery
this guy's
to
got
him
some
on the
doubles
way.
in him.
High in the air
And that's
out to
popped
center field.
straight up out to
Moving
center
under it,
field.
Matuk.
Looks like Mikey Montook
And
out there,
that's
and
the
that'll
third
be the third out of the inning.
Royals leave 1. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ramon Torres, a base hit in his first trip.
This game is rolling right
Still
along
nothing
as we move
going
into the middle
for
innings
Jason and the
with
Red
no
Sox
score.
as they get
You'd
no
think
score
by
through
now one of
3.
these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
First pitch of the
Haven't got
inning
all
is
day to
taken
do this, so
downstairs
here's
for a
hoping that
ball.
either
It's
they
1-0.
take Jason out or we get some runs across.
And he misses low
Just
with it,
off the
2-0.
corner once again, so too low, and we're at 2-0.
Drive it deep. Here we go, baby.
The
Try
2-0
another
on the way.
curveball inside, perhaps.
3
That
and
still
0
drops
now.
out.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. Get him to relax a little bit, focus on his mechanics,
So let's
and
try
get
to
that
cut her
fastball
up.
back in his zone. Can't allow this guy to lead.
That's right on the black, and I
3
think
and
the
1.
ump gave me a little bit of credit for that one. Let's try to change up away.
A good
He's
knee-high
just taking
changeup
here.
taken
He's
for
doing
a
nothing.
strike.
Fell behind early in this one 3-0 and has battled back with 2 quality strikes.
So,
Interested to
what do
see
we
if
think?
he catches a big part
How
of
about
the
a
plate right
high
here.
outside fastball? Gonna just stand there and watch.
Lifted
Better
down
not.
the line in left. And
He's late on that
will
one.
end up a foul ball.
Let's try a cutter outside, perhaps.
Another full count pitch home. Count
He
still
taps
full,
it.
3-2. The payoff pitch
Not
one
sure I
more
like
time.
this one so much. He's going after
Another
him.
one sent
How much
foul.
is true? All right, I've had enough of you. Showtime slider in under the hands.
One time, right now. Here we go.
So, see what you got.
This is hit the other way out toward
Golfs
left
it
field.
into left
Waiting
field.
on it
Andrew
is
Benintendi's out there to pull it in, and
Got
that
it, one
is
away.
1 away. Beg your pardon real fast. I will be right back.
So coming
And
to
we're
the
back.
plate, Clayton Negri.
Clayton.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Let's get back to this guy and try to get him out. Golfs it over to shortstop. Adam Frazier
On
over
to
there.
first, and there
Sends
were
it over
two
to
down.
Dan Vogelbach, and that's out number 2.
So stepping in, Kirby Harrington. He singled his last time up.
Right fielder, Kirby Carrington.
Ready to deliver.
Cutter up
Here's
is one
the
I'm throwing
first
first
pitch.
pitch.
Fly ball heading for the alley.
Sends it right out to
Giving
center
chase.
right field, and that's going to
Can't get
fall
there,
fair.
so the inning will
Bounce off the
continue.
wall, and that looks like it's going
And
to
he is
be
into second
a
with
nice
a
little
two-out
double for Kirby Carrington,
And this
who is now
just a
2 for
cut
2 on the
fastball.
day.
He's trying to sneak in the back door. He's unable to get it done. Leaves it right over the heart of the plate, and that's just too easy for a guy like this. He's licking his chops as the ball arrives, and he drills it to the outfield for an extra base hit.
Okay, well, with one man on, 2 away.
Up next for the Royals, Left fielder.
In now, Sean
Becomes important
Smart.
to get.
He looks at a fastball that's
Bump
in
doing
there
me some
for
favors
strike
here
one.
with that
This year
inside
against right-handed
fastball at
pitching,
96.
Smart is carrying around a batting average in the 320s. That's what you might call potent.
You want to talk
Swing and
about
a miss
having
on
a
that
career
2
season,
that
Matty.
12-6
This guy's
down.
batting average is
That's
through the roof,
0-2.
one of the best in the business, and maybe more importantly, his OPS is through the roof as well, which means he's doing it with damage.
Curveball, swing and a miss on one in the dirt,
One out of the
and that'll
zone
end
for
the
the
inning.
third strike, and that's the third out of the inning. One left for Kansas City. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score. Coming to the plate now, Akira Saito. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Boston does get on the board in the bottom of the fourth, so Jason comes in with a lead and coming into the top of the fifth.
Now here's
What
the
we like to see around here.
in there.
Two-seamer
No balls, no
high.
strike.
95 miles an hour. It's also what we like to see
Come
here.
on, baby. See it, drive it. Let's go.
The windup and the
Change
0-1.
up.
And
No
that
swing on
stayed
one
too
just
low,
below the
apparently.
zone, so ball one.
Here we go, boys.
Swing and a miss on that
Swung
cutter
on and
up.
missed 1 and 2 now.
He's got good timing on it. He just missed. So how about slider down and away? Put a little showtime on it just because it's a special occasion. What's a special occasion? I have
Swung
no
on
idea.
and missed strike
We're just
3.
going to strike him out. That'll be the special occasion.
So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the fifth as we check out
I think
the
it's probably
league
the
leaderboard for team
first
ERA.
year
And
where
you can see
Jason's
that this
ERA
stat
has not been
currently
significantly
leads
better
the AL
than
in
the
that
team ERA
category.
as a total. Going into today, Jason was at 282 on the year,
Ready
which
for
is,
another
was
shot now.
very good,
Akinori
respectable.
Inaba, his last at bat didn't
I'm just
go
used to
his
last
way
year
as
where he was
popped
at
out in
like
foul territory.
2.0, and the team was still at 3.5, so clearly our starters are having a little bit better, or rather our pitching
First
staff
pitch
is
of the
having some
at-bat.
better success this year.
Thought he had the inside
Two-seamer
corner
on the
that time,
inside,
but it missed for
consistently
ball one.
hitting 96
A lot
today,
of
which
righty
is
pitchers
kind of
will throw that
impressive. I'm not
two-seamer to
sure if I've
right-handed
really
hitters
taken
to
notice
try to
of how
jam the
often
guy or even
we're
make
hitting
some
that mark.
firewood. He
But
got it in there, but that was a good take to lay off and take the ball.
not
The
sure
1-0 home.
how often Jason has been doing this in the
Swing
past. That was
line
right in the middle of the
drive.
zone.
That's
That's
gonna be
heading out to the
trouble.
monster off the base of the
He
wall.
takes the turn and heads for
That's
second.
going to be man into
And
second
he
with
is
only
in
one
at
away.
Second base with a 1-out double.
So Akinori Inaba gets himself
Finally,
a double.
little
It's
something
been
for them to get
extra
excited
base
about.
city
Yeah,
today.
a rally can begin with the single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they could get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
Curveball hits the
Takes
corner
a good
there.
curveball at the knees.
Jason doing his job
He's
to get
0
that
for
one
2
over.
in the ball game so far. And here's a
Cutter
pitch
up
high
and in,
tight for
gets
a ball,
no
1-1.
swing. But it looked good.
Line
That
towards
one
center
is shot
field.
straight
And
to
that's in
center
there,
right
base
field,
hit.
and that's going to fall in. And
the runners
Akinori
score
Inaba is
from
going to
second
come
as this
in
ball
for
game
a
is tied
run,
1 apiece.
and they'll have tied it up here in the fifth.
Boy, a big game yesterday from these guys, D-Row. It takes them a little while to get through on the score column, but finally they get through in the middle part of this game.
Yeah, Dan, yesterday it was a fight to get to the bat rack. Everybody was squaring balls up left and right. Today, not the same. Pitcher's been
Slider
executing.
up
They were able
middle.
to dial it in. Hopefully
No
that's
swing.
the breakthrough.
Rico Guillen comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
Sprays
Behind
off that
0-2 now.
cutter to the left side, right side of the infield, the first base line. Come on, you know what I mean.
The 0-2 home. There's a fastball
Jason's
that
left.
just misses.
The batter's
1.
right.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean
These
just
guys
off
have
the
pretty good
corner.
distinction here. They're
Changes up on
not
him,
going
but
for
that's
the
in
stuff
the
that's
dirt
out of
for
the
a ball.
zone.
Good job by the catcher to keep the ball from getting too far away and allowing that base runner to get into scoring position.
Swing and a miss on that
keeps the double play in
12-6,
order,
and that'll
which they
send
need, seeing as they've already
Rico
given up
Guillen
one
back
run in this
down.
inning.
So he
Another
racks up the
strikeout.
swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Rico Guillen goes down for out number 2 in the top half.
Salvador Perez.
First delivery to him on the way. Hit hard down
Swats
the line.
that
But this is
12-6
foul
over
for
to
first
the
strike.
third base side for the first strike. He was early on it.
Come on, big guy. See it, drive it. See it, drive it.
Try one a little bit
Runners
low,
on the move for
perhaps.
second.
No
Gets
swing, but there is a
inside the
steal.
throw.
Yeah, we got him,
And
and
he
that'll
is
end the
out at
inning.
second. Caught stealing to end
Caught
the
stealing
inning.
to end
Another look
the
at the
inning.
throwdown that results in a third out on the bases.
On a curveball.
Matinee baseball
Good
here on a
arm on
Wednesday
Andrew Knapp
afternoon
to end the
following
inning.
this. Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bat.
Still tied going into
not
the
much
top
to
of the
get
sixth.
excited about with just the single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
0-1
Two-seamer
the count.
on the inside for strike one. Call for two-seamer on the outside now.
Hey, no outs now.
The windup and the
Not sure I
0-1.
like that execution all that much, but
Hard hit ball
that one
to
gets
second.
sprayed out to
And
right
that is
field,
through
and that'll be
into
another
right
base
field
hit.
for a
Salvador
single.
Perez gets on the board, 1 for 3 today. Man on first to start the sixth inning, and again, Jason has given up a lot of hits today.
Now at the plate, Ramon Torres. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Oof, 12-6
Breaking
right
ball
down the
taken
middle.
Right down the middle.
Hung it, framed it, hand delivered, and still no swing.
Hey, no outs here.
Missed with a
Slider stays low.
Hey, let it fly, let it fly.
Looking at a tough
Just
pitch
on that
called a
corner.
strike.
Just on the corner. That was a real generous spot there, I think, Ump.
Come on, big guy. See it. Drive
The
it,
1-2 is a ball down
Right
and
off
away.
the corner.
Perez
No
on at first,
credit there.
Nobody out.
See it rip it up there.
Off speed pitch.
No
in
swing
there
on the
as he takes
changeup
it
down,
for a
and
ball.
now it's 3-2.
Hey, let it rip one time. Easy right here.
How about two-seam or cutter down inside,
Hey, nice patient. Get yours.
cutter outside, perhaps. See if we can't get a double play.
Gets him looking at
Well, we
the
can't get a
knees for
double
the
play, but we
strikeout.
can't send him down looking.
Well,
Have a
pitching
seat and get
domination
comfortable.
continues. Just a total of 2 runs on the board, so both of these starters should feel really good about their showings. If you love good pitching, this has been the game for you.
First baseman number 34.
At the plate, Clayton Negri. And it's 0-1 to the
12-6,
Kansas City first
get me
baseman.
over curveball.
Really feels like
Strike
he's just
one.
on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Yeah, it really does, Matt, but this offense isn't helping him too much. It sort of feels like
Sprays
the next team
off
to
that
score is going to
two-seamer.
win this thing.
Late on it.
Runner on
about
first
an
here with
inside
one gone and a
two-seamer?
1-1 tie.
Let's wake him up a little bit.
Up around the
Not
face.
so much. But hopefully that'll set him up for this low and away changeup.
Hey, see it drive it here.
Swing and a miss on one in the dirt.
Good pitch there as he
That'll be another
registers his
strikeout for
8th
Jay.
punch out of the ball game. That's back-to-back
That'll be number
strikeouts
8 on
now
him
as they've
for
been
the day.
unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
Cutter, top of the
Fastball taken
zone,
for
no
strike
swing.
one.
Come on, guys. Come on.
Slider down is now the call.
Swing, high drive,
Ooh,
left
that
field
one is
and deep.
high and far, but it's going to fall foul.
And that nearly broke our tie, but
And out of
instead
the
it's a
park,
foul
looked
ball.
like. So maybe not another one in the middle of the zone there, Jay, if we can help it. How about one on the outside corner?
Line to the right
That
side.
is,
and that's
you know,
in there.
better.
Base hit. And that runner will
But
go
that still
no
makes
further than
Kirby
second as
Carrington
there are
3 for
2
3 on
aboard
the day,
now.
which is not the
Well, these
outcome I
days
was
don't
looking
happen
for.
often. You better dig yourself when you get 3 knocks in a big league Wago.
It's hard to have 3 hits in one day, but boy, this guy is off to a great start at this.
For the Royals.
Into the box now, Sean Smart, as he'll swing and hit this one
Change-up,
hard,
Jason
but
just
fouled
not
off to the
missing
left
too many
and out of
bats
play.
this year.
He's
Not
hitless
today,
in
not
his
at all.
2 at-bats so far.
Here you go.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch.
No swing on that cutter.
This misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
Another one on the inside is the call.
Let it rip up there. Let's go.
Chopped
Tapped
to the
it
left.
infield.
Stand up right here. Stand up.
And that's going to get over to Dan Vogelbach at first, and that'll end the inning.
Is over. Royals strand a pair. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Digging in once again, Akira Saito. Already the beginning of the 7th inning here, as this game has had a very brisk pace to it so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that one stayed
Jason
up a
and his
little
counterpart putting some good pitching numbers up, I'm guessing, but we would like, obviously, for some more bats to be happening here just on the Boston side.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat.
Change up down the middle.
And he's gotten himself into a
that
good
one
hitter's
drops
count.
out, so now it's 3-0.
Thickens here, 3-0.
Jason hasn't walked anybody today.
3-1.
Cutter on the outside gets him to 3-1. 91 pitches. Jason's day is probably going to be done after this inning, possibly this batter for that matter.
Takes a
two-seamer top of the zone, right at the top. So let's try slider down, see if we can't get a swing and a miss. Oh no, give that man a hat.
That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
He's really racked up the strikeouts in this one, and this guy's been victimized 3 times already today. He and this lineup are clearly having a really tough time picking him up.
Well, I mean, that's just it, is that they've got a lot of base hits, but Jason has also got a lot of strikeouts.
Standing in
He's
now,
turned over the lineup 3 times already.
Curveball drop in there for strike 1.
And he's already got 9 strikeouts on the day. I mean, he's not going to be out here much longer, Jason, but...
The windup and the 0-1. And that one just missed outside.
Cutter misses the zone. Got to do it better, Jay. Gets him reaching for one on the outside. He's late on it. So how about one on the inside corner?
The 1-2.
See if we can't get this guy out. Not so much, not on that. How about a cutter, top corner, with a little showtime on it.
Popped him up.
Coming in is
fly ball
Benintendi.
out to left field. Not a strikeout, but that'll get him out all the same.
Inning.
That's 2 away in the 7th.
Digging in now for Kansas City, Juan Robles. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. Grounded up the first baseline.
Swats that curveball there
0-1.
for first strike. Don't like the execution on this guy. That one just about takes out his kneecap. Ball 1. I'm going to veto that slider call. It's the first time Jason's got to 100 pitches in a while. It's bouncing out there to right field, and that'll be Juan Robles on 2 for 4 today.
Boy, D-Roll, that ball wasn't hit very hard, but when you're struggling like this guy is, any knock is a good knock.
We'll see if they leave him out here for another one. Nope, that will be Jason's database. So 6 2/3
He hasn't had
today.
much luck this year,
Giving up
but
a
he'll take that
boatload
any
of hits. Only 1 run, though.
Now the Red Sox skipper's up out of the dugout and on his way.
I guess we'll see how well Boston can do in his absence. Jason, best we can say is, Jason gave him the chance to win with allowing only 1 run so far. But if they give up any more, then it'll be on them, not on Jason, unless Robles here gets around to score somehow. Guess we'll find out, won't we? Survey says.
Well, as a former pitcher, you know I love these low-scoring games as opposed to those slugfests. This was like a throwback game.
Well, Jason again goes out here and does his job, but the Red Sox cannot capitalize, giving one up in the 8th to lose 2-1. Jason pitches for 6 2/3, allowing 1 run on 10 hits, but collecting 9 strikeouts and a no decision and pitching 101 pitches. His ERA is at 2.60, his FIP is at 2.65, and his xFIP is at 3.10. So that's going to do it for me. Until next time, I'm Tyrant Saber, and I will see you at the ballpark.